Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in today's video, we are going to understand how to create close lead and send Slack notification for Elementor form response. So I've created a form using Elementor which I've added on my website as well. So here my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission, then by using the user details, I wish to create a lead in close. And once the lead is created, I want to send a notification to my team on Slack. So now to do this, I need to build a connection between these applications, for which I'm going to use this amazing automation software, that is Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect follows the concept of trigger and action. So now to do this, here my trigger application will be Elementor and my action applications will be Close and Slack. So if you want to learn more about this, follow me through the screen. In this video, we are going to understand how to create close lead and send Slack notification for Elementor form response. So here let's assume that I'm using Elementor and I have created a form using it, which I have added on my website as well. My objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new form response, then by using the user details, I wish to create a lead in close, and once the lead is created, then I want to send a notification to my lead management team on Slack. So now to automate this entire process, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect, and as an existing user, I'm going to sign in. But if you're a new user, you can click on the sign up for free button and every month you will get 100 tasks for free. So as an existing user, I'm signing in. Now this here is the all applications page. So here I will go to Pabbly Connect and click on access now to reach my dashboard. In the meanwhile, subscribe to our channel. So this here is my dashboard, and now in order to create a new workflow, I will go to my right hand side corner and click on this create workflow button. So now in this dialog box appearing, I'm going to give my workflow a name. So here I've named it as create close lead and send Slack notification for Elementor form response. And over here on my left hand side, you can see that these are the folders which I've created before. So I want to save this workflow in the folder named as Elementor automation. So here I'm going to click on create. So as I did that, now I have arrived on a very important window which consists of trigger and action. Basically, trigger and action are the two most important principles or concepts of Pabbly Connect on which this entire automation will depend. Trigger says when this happens, action says do this. Action is an automated response of a trigger application, and in a workflow, we can only have one trigger but multiple action applications. So now moving to my use case, that is to create close lead and send a Slack notification to my team on Elementor form submission. So over here in Pabbly Connect, I will go to my trigger window, and here I'm going to search for Elementor as my trigger application. Here it is. And the trigger event will be new form submission. So this trigger will start working whenever a new form will be submitted. Now moving to my action window. So as I want to create a lead in close, so here I'm going to use close as my action application, and the action event will be to create a new lead. So now moving to my another action window, as I want to send a notification to my team on Slack. So here I'm going to use Slack as my action application, and the action event will be to send channel message. So over here, as you can see that I have selected my action applications along with their action events and the trigger application with the trigger event. My objective is to create a close lead and send Slack notification for Elementor form response. So over here in Pabbly Connect, firstly to do that, I need to establish a connection between Elementor and Pabbly Connect. So to do that, here a webhook URL is given, and along with that a help desk is given. So read this help desk given below carefully, because this webhook URL will act as a bridge to connect your Elementor form with Pabbly Connect. So now I'm going to take you to my Elementor form. So this here is my Elementor form, and now I'm in the edit mode. So here you can see these are the form fields. So now I will go to actions after submit, and over here I've added the action of webhook. So over here in this webhook field, I'm going to mention the webhook which I've got from Pabbly Connect. So from Pabbly Connect, I'm going to copy it, and over here I'm going to paste the same. Once that is done, I'm going to click on update, and it is updated successfully. So now I'm going to preview the changes. So this form is now connected with Pabbly Connect. So over here in Pabbly Connect, you can see that it is waiting for a webhook response. That means now I need to do a test submission or record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So in order to get a response over here, I'm going to do a form submission. So here I'm going to fill in the details. Let's say the first name is dummy, last name is user. Here is the email as dummyyuser@pablitudes.com, and here I'm going to mention a dummy phone number. And now the company name is Pablitudes. Here is the job title as software developer, and this here is the country, that is India. So in this form, I filled in the details, and now I'm going to click on submit. So here it says your submission was successful. That means this form submission details would have been captured in Pabbly Connect. So now I'm going to take you to Pabbly Connect. And yes, over here you can see that I have received a response. This here is the form name, form ID. Here is the mobile number, last name, job title, first name, email, country, and here is the company name. So over here in Pabbly Connect, the details of the Elementor form submission is successfully captured. So the first objective of this automation is set up. That means now whenever I'm going to receive a new response through Elementor form submission, then automatically the details will be captured over here in Pabbly Connect. So this trigger will instantly capture the new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. So as I've got the details over here in Pabbly Connect, now by using it, I wish to create a lead in Close. So in order to do that, firstly, I need to establish a connection between Close and Pabbly Connect. So here I'm going to click on Connect. And now, in order to add a new connection, I need to mention the API key and the password. But here the instruction says, enter your API key and leave the password field blank. So I just have to enter the API key, and here is the instruction given. So now I'm going to take you to my Close account, and over here as per the instructions, I will go to settings, and in settings here, I will go to developer. So over here in developer, these are the two existing keys. I'm going to create a new API key, and let's say I'm giving the name as latest, and here I'm going to click on create. So over here you can see that your API key is ready. I'm going to copy the same, and in Pabbly Connect I'm going to paste it, and then I'm going to click on save. So here you can see that Close and Pabbly Connect is successfully connected. So now moving to these details. Now to mention these details, I'm going to use a method that is called as mapping. Basically, mapping means to insert the data from previous step. So as I've received the response from Elementor, so over here I'm going to map it. So as I've mapped the company name, moving to the other details, here I'm going to map the contact name, that is dummy, and now I'm going to map the last name, that is user. Now moving to the contact title, so over here I'm going to map the job title as it is mentioned over here in the instruction. Moving to the email, so again from the response received, I'm going to map it. Moving to the phone number, so here I have mapped it, and now here I'm going to map the country. So here I've mapped all of those details which I have received through form submission. So here in these fields, I've mapped the details which I've received from Elementor form response. So this method of mapping is important so that every time you're going to receive a new response, so that response could be taken into consideration in these fields. If I would have written this information manually, in that case, this information could have become static, which means that it wouldn't change even if I would have received a new response. So in order to avoid that problem, we map the information. So as I've mapped the details over here in these fields, now I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request. And here in Pabbly Connect, you can see that I have received a response, and this here is a positive response. That means a lead is successfully created in my Close account. So now I'm going to take you to my Close account, and here under leads, you can see that a new lead is created. So over here is the name of the lead along with the contact title and along with the phone number and the mail which we have mapped. So that means a lead is successfully created here in Close through a Elementor form submission. So as I've created a lead successfully, now I want to notify my team on Slack. So in order to do that, here I'm going to click on Connect. And now to add a new connection, I'm simply going to click on Connect with Slack. I've already opened Slack in one of the tabs. And here I'm going to select the token type as user. If you want to know more about the Slack tokens, you can click over here. So now I'm going to click on Save. So over here, Pabbly Connect is requesting to permission my workspace. So I'm going to click on Allow as this is a secure access. And the authorization was successful. So here you can see that Slack and Pabbly Connect is successfully connected. So now moving to the channel. So here I need to select my Slack channel. So this here is my Slack channel by the name of Lead Management Team. So in this team, I want to send the message regarding the lead which is just created through Elementor form submission. So over here in Pabbly Connect, I'm going to select my channel as lead management team. After selecting the channel, now I need to frame the message. So this here is the message which I have framed. It goes as, hello team, a new lead is received and here are the details. So the details include name, email, phone, company, job title and the country, and it ends with do proceed this lead for further nurturing process. So here after the details of name, email, phone, company and the job title along with the country. So here again from the response received, I'm going to map it. So basically, as I've mentioned, that mapping is an important step so that the new response could be taken into consideration in these fields. So here now I'm going to map the phone number. I've mapped it. Now I'm going to map the company. So here is the company and I have mapped it. Moving to the job title, again from the response received, I'm going to map it. And now here I'm going to map the country. So this here is the country and I've mapped it. So as again I've mapped all of these details, this method of mapping is important so that every time you're going to receive a new response, so that response could be taken into consideration over here. So if I would have added this information manually, in that case, this information could have become static and this workflow could have got stuck. So as I've mapped the details, I'm going to leave these fields empty because I don't want to mention any image URL or the alt text and the bot name as well. So here I'm simply going to click on save and send test request. So this here is a positive response. That means a channel message would have been sent to my team on Slack. So over here you can see that here is the message and here are the details of the lead. So that means this automation was a successful one. Through Elementor form submission, a lead was created and closed, and once it was created, and then a Slack notification was sent to my team for Elementor form response. So this automation is a successful one. That means now whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission through Elementor form, then automatically a lead will be created and closed, and once the lead is created, then a channel notification will be sent to my team members on Slack. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Not just these applications, you can integrate a lot more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubts regarding Pabbly, reach us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can visit us at forum.pabbly.com. If you have any pricing related query, you can visit this link. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe our channel.